Please enjoy this preview from Dragon Dawn, Eclipse, read to you by the author. Exzarate blinked in surprise. What was this? Instead of the Zelin-gaals he had expected, a tall, white-haired, brilliantly blue-eyed woman had jumped from the brush, followed by a brown-haired man, also quite tall, with the light of battle gleaming in his eyes. The would-be attackers were stunned at the sight of each other. The hand that gripped the woman's weapon, an expertly crafted rapier, lowered in surprise, the grimace on her face fading to a gape. As stunned as the woman was, the man also lowered his weapon, a large two-handed broadsword. There were a few moments of shocked silence between them, but Blade Dancer ended it with a snarl. The strangers jumped back in surprise. "But by the ancestors' graves!" the woman stuttered as she staggered backward. A dragon!" Giving herself a shake and regaining her composure, the woman pointed her sword at Exzarate. "Who in the name of the spirits are you? I demand you tell me your name, where you have come from, and what you are doing here. I also request that you tell me the exact reason you are carrying Zelin-gaal weaponry." "Have a lot of requests, don't you?" Exzarate retorted. "I have half a mind not to answer them until you tell me who you are." "Why should we?" the man demanded, scowling at him. "You are the one who threatened us." Exzarate scowled, but he lowered his spear, knowing that should they attack, he had the advantage. He motioned for Blade Dancer to stand down. "I am Exzarate, and this," he cocked his head in the dragon's direction, "is Blade Dancer." "Oh, spirits," the man said under his breath. "The dragon has a name." Exzarate glared at him. "Now that I have told you my name, I want to know yours." "Not until you tell us where you got those weapons," the woman said, still pointing her sword at him. "For all we know, you could be a Zelin-gaal or a Zelin-gaal spy." She narrowed her eyes. "Despite you calling us Zelin-gaals in a name like, what was it? Exzarate?" "Exzarate," he said, pronouncing the syllables in annoyance. "And I took these weapons off of Zelin-gaal soldiers that I slew. I am no Zelin-gaal." Immediately, the woman perked up and lowered her blade. "Well," she said, smiling now, "they say that the enemy of my enemy is my friend." She sheathed her rapier with a flourish, and the man also lowered his weapon, but he did not smile. Sheathing his dagger, Exzarate stepped forward. "I assume, then, that you are not Zelin-gaals either. That makes us allies." He extended his hand. "Indeed," the woman said as she gripped his hand and shook it, grinning from ear to ear. "Now that that is all resolved, and we are not going to kill each other, you might as well introduce yourselves," Exzarate suggested. The woman smiled and gave an unexpected curtsy, saying in an elegant manner, "Princess Cisnarelia Diavona Adamor at your service." She grinned as she stood straight once more. "But you may call me Cyrna. Cisnarelia is quite the mouthful." She gestured toward the man. "And this is my brother." Exzarate raised an eyebrow. "And you are?" "I'm Prince Delmon Gardan Adamor," he answered, without feeling or grace, as his sister had done. There was a haunted, sorrowful look in his eyes, as if there were some deep hidden hurt hiding behind them. Exzarate stared for a moment. Prince and princess, eh? He had not expected this. Looking at them closer, though, Exzarate believed it. Dragon Dawn, Eclipse, now available to you exclusively on Amazon in digital and paperback.